Rapids Nation, we have Drew Toner, assistant captain extraordinaire for the Grand Falls Rapids, and a local boy who's joining us on the Rap today. How you doing, Drew?
I'm good. How are you, David?
Very well, very well. And so, quarantining, where are you doing that these days?
Yes, I'm in Fredericton, New Brunswick right now. Just doing my quarantine, I guess. I was at first in Shediac with my mom and my sister for a couple months there, and then I was able to start work again in Fredericton and get things rolling a little bit more. So I came and I moved into my apartment, and this is where I've been spending my quarantine for the last, a month or month and a half there.
There you go. And how are things in Fredericton now that they're starting to get a little bit back to normal?
Yeah, no, you see like things are slowly starting to open up stores and restaurants, and it's good for them. They're starting to make a little bit more business and all of that. And, with the new phase now, you can see friends a little bit more outside and hang out with them. So it's pretty great. But, as people around here are really positive, you see them in stores and stuff, they leave you. It's kind of like sometimes you get that awkward moment with people in stores and stuff that who goes in first and stuff. But no, it's good. They're all positive. They're all following the rules. And I think that's one of the major reasons why New Brunswick has been doing pretty well. And it's good to see from a big city like Fredericton.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's certainly, you talk about the grocery stores, like I remember going in the grocery store when this whole thing first happened and everybody's given, 6 feet, at least 6 feet of space, and you're looking at each other like, what's wrong with you? Do you have it? Do you have it? And, people are starting to kind of smile at one another, and I think life is starting to come back a little bit. So
absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's good. And so how has the situation affected your off-ice routine and your summer routine that you would normally have? Has it affected it much?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still found a way to keep active. I'm a guy that really loves to go into the gym and put in the work during the off season, especially. But for me, usually I would start right away and train with my trainer Taylor McDougall with UNB, and a few other guys would go in the UNB rink, and we'd start working out pretty much a week or two after the season was done, and we'd be at it for until August or until training camp. And for this year, it was a little bit different. Obviously, the gyms were closed, and we're not able to do those things indoors. So, I was fortunate enough to get a training program from him and to do at home or just outside on the field or track and field or just wherever I can find space. And our coach Brad McKenzie was also really nice with making us programs and stuff for the summer to keep us active. So I've just been going with those trainings, and it's kept me pretty much in really good shape. I've seen a lot of improvement. So, it's a little different now with no weights and stuff, but just changing things up a little bit could be for the better. I don't know.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You get that pre-season routine down. So you're,
right.
You time it out. So you're ready to go for the beginning of the season that normally is September. What happens if this year the season gets delayed? There's talk that it might not happen until the beginning of January, the earliest maybe.
Yeah, no, all those things come into context as well, because we kind of divide our programs into different phases of strength and power and speed and all of that. And this year is a little different, obviously. So we kind of have to push things a little bit longer, which, is going to give us more time to get in really good shape. But the on-ice portion of the training is probably what's going to be missing, I guess. But hopefully we'll be able to, get a couple rinks opened up here, and by the end of the summer, still get some good skates on before going to training camps in January. But, just right now, just trying to stay positive, I guess, a day at a time, and just see how things go and just make the most out of it. And, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And so while you've been quarantining, have you been watching any social media or any programs that you want to share with people that maybe they should be checking out?
Yeah, I guess like everybody, I've just been grinding the Netflix at night. Just, it started off, I think, with the Tiger King show. That was pretty funny. I mean, the guy had a pretty good, just an overall, it was a crazy story, and just kind of enjoyed that one. It was pretty good last. But just recently, I've just finished watching the Michael Jordan documentary. I guess that was really, for me, like, it's kind of good to start watching sports again. It's just I never lived in the Michael Jordan era, but got to know a little bit more about him and the way he was and his mentality. It's just awesome to look at all those footages of when he was playing. So that was the big time what I like to watch. And besides that, just there's the classic shows like The Office or whatever like that. It just keeps me going.
Right. Yeah, that Michael Jordan documentary, I thought the most, I think, profound moment for me was when his kids said they had to Google him because they didn't know why everybody was making such a big deal about him. That's pretty.
Yeah, no,
Pretty
it's
humble guy, I think, overall.
unbelievable. Like he just never realized how much he could never go in public and really live a normal life like everybody else, but he's still just behind everything. He still managed to make it work, and he still managed to, not put that lifestyle too much on other people around him. And it was just awesome to watch, the whole background to it. And it's awesome. Yeah, it's great.
So what do you think about the NHL announcement on the 2014 playoff idea?
Well, at first I was joking around with a few buddies, and he's like, it's a weird format. Is it going to be is it going to be, if the winner of the Stanley Cup, are they going to feel the same way as if they would have won it the regular way? But at the end of it, I think it's just fun for those guys to be able to finish their season. It's going to be good for the fan base as well, just to be able to watch at least a little bit of hockey, a little bit of sports during this time. It's definitely a different format. I'm pretty excited that Montreal just made the cut. That was pretty good. But it's honestly, the Stanley Cup is up to grabs to any team, I believe. Hopefully a Canadian team, and looking forward to see how the boys are going to be, if they're going to be in any good shape when they get to those games. It's going to be fun to watch, I guess. But no, it's going to be fun to watch just hockey in general. It's going to be great.
I'll tell you, I'm tired of watching that '93 Leafs at Los Angeles. I can't watch any more of that. So we got to have some sports back on TV, some live sports.
Absolutely. No, I totally agree. Yeah.
So, have you been keeping in touch with any of the other guys on the team over the break?
Yeah, I guess we keep in touch a little bit. Maybe some guys more than others, just depending on what's going on. But we have a group chat going on Snapchat, and boys are sending messages here and there, and trying to keep in touch with the boys. Most of them are doing really well, and it was fun to see those videos that the team put up on Facebook, kind of see what they're going through during the quarantine. And I guess it was good for the fans as well. But no, we've been keeping in touch, and I think most of the guys are pretty excited, and we're all anxious to see what's going to happen with our season and stuff. But it's just great. I think our team, we have a lot of returning guys that are probably going to come next year, and it's we're hungry to win. We want to win for the city. We want to win for Grand Falls and all the fans, and for ourselves, obviously, too. It's going to be fun. Yeah.
No, I think we're all looking forward to that, and we'll see how it's going to work out. There's talk about no fans being allowed to play, maybe just playing with just the teams on the ice. That'll be. I think that's we've talked a little bit about in the past the crowd interaction and how that boosts you guys. So
right.
Certainly, I think from a fan perspective, it'll be different. But may be able to leverage things like Hockey TV as an example.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope Hockey TV maybe gives a deal to the fans now. Like they just, I don't know how to do it, but give it a little deal so that the fans can watch us play, even if we're playing at home. Like usually they come to the games. You can find a way to live stream it in town or something. There's going to be a way for the fans to watch us play, I'm sure, and hopefully most people can take advantage of it.
Yeah,
because it does make a big difference, like just the fan base in general, just to see how we play and we strive off of them and the energy they bring to us. So it's going to be different, but as long as we can play, we'll be happy. And the other thing is it's just a background, and we'll do without it, I guess. But no, it's going to be exciting to see. Yeah.
No, for sure. Yeah, it will be interesting to see how the new norm happens. Did you catch that Hockey 24 show on Saturday night, the one that they did for Hockey Day in Canada?
No, actually, I couldn't get to watch it. You see, I'm kind of a little busy over here, but no, I watched a clip about the part of the Grand Falls and the Billet family, and where Bobby and Evan lived this year, and just their story, and someone had shared it on Facebook, and I didn't really know much about their story, about what was going on, and it was just, it got me to the heart, right? Like I know those people, and it was just pretty cool to see that part of it. I'll probably check and see if I can watch the whole documentary, the whole show. At some point, maybe catch it on YouTube or Sportsnet. But for me, I thought it was really good. Showed our team a little bit on the national level, and for that family to get recognized like that and see what the effort they put in, and also the impact of players going into families and meeting new people right away. You just fit in, and billet places they open their homes to us, and it's awesome. We can give back in different ways to them. So I just thought that was a really good story.
You've had some experience with billet families. Talk a little bit about your experience that you had.
Yeah, I played in Hamilton for 2 years before going to Grand Falls. So from being 17 years old, going to a new city, I've never went to Hamilton really before. So when I was 17, I got into billets, and I was lucky enough to my first billet over there. I was with 3-4 other guys living in this home, and we kind of helped each other out because we were pretty young. And from there, I kind of moved in Hamilton. I moved to a couple different homes. I've had some really good experiences. I moved that same year when I was 17. I moved in with one of the 20-year-olds east from Hamilton. Lorette was a really good leader on our team, and was 19 at the time. Anyways, moved in with his family. They had done it before as well. That was awesome, living with a veteran on the team. And then as an 18-year-old, I moved in with Mike and Shelly O'Toole up there in Hamilton. They were phenomenal for me. I was the only guy living there, and it was a really good experience. Those people, still talk to them to this day. It's kind of like family to me now. And then went to Grand Falls, and I was lucky to get put with Conrad and Linda Toner, my great aunt and uncle, and they're awesome as well. It was awesome, great experience. I just love living with them, and see how active they are and stuff, and it just keeps me going. And it's just quiet little spot. And for me, billets they really play a big role. Even in training camps, you go to different teams, they put you in billet spots for a couple of days, and most places it's unbelievable. Like how they welcome you to your homes. There's definitely different experiences, but different homes, but it's mostly all positive, and it's pretty good.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's definitely much needed, obviously, and I think those connections can be lifetime connections, as you said.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, for sure.
So, if you had to quarantine with 3 guys on the team, and I'm not talking overnight here, I'm talking an extended quarantine.
Yeah.
Who are they, and why did you pick them? Those 3 guys. Who are they?
Well, is it like 3 at the same time, or would you talk like 3 separately?
No, you can't rotate them out. It's you and 3 more guys that are quarantined could be till the end of time. So choose wisely.
Okay. Well, I'll pick my spot and one guy right now. It's going to be Jolie, Luca Jolie. I'd go to Switzerland and quarantine with that guy. He's got an unreal setup over there. I want to go in Europe. So I'd throw him for sure to be one of the guys. I'd be at his place, not here again. I'd go there. I want to explore what's going on. I want to see what's up. Besides that, I'd probably go with, Adrian Ward from Newfoundland, little fisherman. He likes to fish, and he may be able to, if we get stuck with food, he might be able to help us out. Those 2 guys are really good fellas. And see, besides that, and go third guy, I'd probably go with, I'm trying to look around and see. I don't want to insult any of the boys here with who I'm picking. But I'd probably go with, I don't know. I'd probably go with maybe I think we hung out a lot this year, and me and Jolie and him. So I'll probably go with Sean O'Leary or something like that, or all the boys. I'd probably hang out with all the guys on the team. They're all awesome dudes, and they're all pretty funny, and we all have things in common. So maybe throw in there in the mix as well. Honestly, anybody.
You and I talked about this earlier in the year, that the actual, how close the team got over the course of the year. You could see that. You could see how there was no egos. Seemingly from the outside anyway, from where we were, it looked like there were no egos. Everybody got along really well. I know when we did stuff with the station, with K93, the food drive, everybody was there. They were supporting the community, and it was fun. It was always, when you guys were around together, it was always laughs and jokes and fun. So And then when it was time to get to work, you guys got to work. But
absolutely,
to see the teamwork and to see the way the team came together, that's awesome. So, and it'll be nice to see that, getting everybody back in when the season does. So.
Yeah, for a team, usually it might take, like, for us, maybe next year it won't take as long to get to know each other because a lot of guys will be returning. But for a guy like me that didn't know anybody when I first came in, or I knew of them, I guess, I thought to get those friendships and stuff, right? We became teammates right away, but then you become friends after a couple of weeks, and then it just starts building and building. And I think it's really important to the way we play. And I thought we had a really good team bonding, especially towards the end of the season. We really got together. We went through tough times together with, the way on the ice and stuff. We got through those tough times, and it just kind of made us stronger as a team. And it'll just keep moving until next year, and that culture is going to just move on. Yeah.
That's awesome. And just interestingly, I'll tell you that nobody so far that I've talked to has picked the coach to quarantine with. Eh? I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but
hey, I mean, those guys are beauties as well. I mean, I'd probably, they're pretty funny guys. They're pretty good fellas. I'd make all three of them quarantine together. You guys quarantine together, boys, and the coach and stuff.
Hey, so who was the biggest influence on your life growing up?
I think I don't know, honestly, I'd put my mom as definitely one of them. She, for different things in my life, she just showed me how to never give up, and just being gritty and getting through tough times and stuff was definitely my mom. She just stayed positive through everything, and that was just for me. She always kept me motivated, always kept me going, always made me become better. Try to always better myself at anything I put my mind to, and never give up. And obviously, my mom for sure I'd probably put her number one, but I think the people that's really affected my life in general, but I'd obviously put her at the top of the ladder. But there's so many people, that I encountered, or coaches and even friends or trainers or other family members, just a lot of people that really counted to the person that I've become. But I was with my mom most of the time, and I'd probably put her at the top, and she's awesome. She's great. She still keeps me going to this day, so it's fun.
That's it. Awesome. Yeah. So I'm going to finish off with one final question that I'm asking all the boys as we go through here. You make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. You're standing on the bench in Game 7 before the game. The camera's panning down. It stops on you. You get to look in the camera and say hi to one person. Who is it?
One person. I'd probably say hi to just say hi to my mom, I guess. Just say hi to my mom. Yeah, say hi to my mom and my family and friends. And yeah, if I have a girlfriend back then, maybe I'd my girlfriend too. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
There you go. All right, Drew. Well, listen, thanks for taking some time out of your schedule here to join us and give us some insight into what's going on. Obviously, Perfect. We're hoping that the season is going to start on time, but whenever it does start, we'll be looking forward to having you guys back in town and getting back on the ice and watching and cheering on where we can or how we can.
Right.
Certainly, stay safe down there. Enjoy your summer and what's left of it, and we'll chat with you soon.
I appreciate it, and thanks to all the fans, and we'll see you when the season starts.
Sounds good. Thanks.